We are continuing in on our lock-in season, and it's all about not just the aesthetic version, but really the real one. And the habits you build now will determine how you're going to show up for summer, what your mood, goals, life is going to look like. And if you've been in that slump, distraction, or not feeling like yourself, these are the habits that you're going to have to create or take this overall system of believing in yourself by changing your mind, building by doing the work, balancing by understanding your wellness, and blooming through life so that you can become intentional for every area of life for summer. Now, as I said, we have been going on this journey since Q2 started, so it's been about a month, but you're not behind, you're not too late. You can start today, and let's jump right in because the way you show up now is what's going to make the future look better, different, or even just level up. You may be in the season of life where you aren't ready to take that chance or go all in, and that's okay, because this is about becoming her through the discipline and showing up consistently and showing up when times get hard and not relying on the motivation. So welcome back to Balanceful Blooming. If you're new here, hi, my name is Bridget. I'm 27 years old. I'm a wife, a stepmom. I work a full 9 to 5, and I balance my passions with my purpose. And here I share all the ways that I have built my life, balanced my day to day, and really believed in myself. And over the last 3 years, I have created the belief to become a system, and that's what I share: believing in yourself, building the life of your dreams, finding your own balance in this season of life, every season of life, every area of life, as you bloom consistently until you become. Becoming is all about being your best self, living the life of your dreams, and succeeding in whatever that means for you. As a reminder, we are all on our own journey and on our own path, and we're all going through life a little bit differently. So it isn't about doing everything perfectly, it's how you show up, and we are diving deep into what we need to do with our habits, what we need to do that will change this season of life. And I'm going to share with you kind of what I have going on and some overall tips and tricks of habits that can kind of fit in for anyone's life, anyone's season, and just really deciding who you want to be. We're going to talk about your mindset and your identity. We're going to talk about not only your career, but your purpose and the overall structure of your life and how to build that. Then we're going to make sure that we are working on our mind, body, and soul. You have to make sure everything is in alignment. And then we're going to talk about how you can put this all together in your relationships, in your overall lifestyle, and have that confidence that you are becoming this person. It's really about trusting in the process and the real conversations that we're going to have to play the long game. So let's jump right in. So first things first, I did say that mindset and identity, that's all about your belief. It's important that you understand that you fall because of your habits. You don't rise to a goal. You fall as you start slipping. So your habits are all about keeping your promises to yourself. Start small. It will build the confidence over time. You need to rewire that inner dialogue to not have that self-sabotage or have those narratives that are going to hold you back because you're afraid or you don't think you're capable or you don't know what it's going to look like yet. So you really need to visualize and find your identity of who am I becoming? What is she? Who is she? And that self-discovery that you need to go on. Stop waiting to feel ready and act in your belief, act in what you know is capable, and achieve great things. Some of these habits that I'm going to be taking into and I have been working on is a morning system. I am planning my day, I'm figuring out what my priorities are, and I'm showing up for success. I have a plan set in store that I know what I'm going to do, and it's set in the morning right away. Then I'm going to have affirmations or self-reflection. I'm not big on the journaling, but I am going to really try to journal a bit more and learn about the self-discovery, the tasks that I want to do, and maybe even a try list of things that just may bring me joy or that I want to try because I'm not going to let fear hold me back anymore. And all of this is going to come together by consuming less content and not mindlessly scrolling at what other people are doing and falling through this comparison trap. Now, if social media is not your problem and you are comparing yourself to your friends or your family, I really want you to take some time to do self-reflection, self-discovery tasks, and things that are going to give you joy or happiness and fulfillment in your life in this season. Because it's important that you know that your life is in your control and that you are choosing your goals, which we talked about before. You are going to choose the habits. We're doing that today. But if you don't have the mindset and the identity that this is your life, this is what you want to achieve, and that you need to do what's right for you, how are you ever going to build the confidence and promise yourself what you want? How are you going to say, I'm going to step out of my fear and step into my power? And how are you going to really find your own identity and who you want to become if you keep waiting or putting off excuses or giving other people the time and energy that they don't deserve from you in this season of life? So it's really important that before you can even change your life, that you have to change the way not only you see yourself, you see your life, and how you see your future going. So really think about that as we're shifting, because next is all about building your career, your purpose, and your structure. Discipline creates that freedom that you want. You need to stop living for your 9-to-5 or your job. Start building something for you. It doesn't have to be monetized. It doesn't have to be something that you're an expert in, but do something for you that is outside of your structure career. And then I want the habit of a daily progress, even 1% better every single day. What can you do that is going to bring you one step forward? It can be a different habit every day. It can be one habit that you do consistently. What is that? And how are you going to create the systems instead of relying on motivation to show up? We need to have that why, but you also need to have the systems that let you have that safeguard that you'll never quit, that you'll never give up. And you're gonna start living more in your purpose than scrolling, being in that doom scroll, and less on your phone and wondering what other people are doing, and you start creating for your life. So what is that going to look like? For me, I am doing 3 non-negotiables every single day. They can be for 3 different areas of life. It can be for 3 different things. It can be all for one area of life. I'm recommending doing 3 different areas of life because this will keep you in the structure of being 1% better in multiple areas of life. Then I want you to batch. I want you to understand that you can be 1% better when you create systems of things that go together. So you can, like me, I content batch, I project batch, and I skill batch. I'm building something by understanding that I need to learn, I need to grow, I need to evolve, but I need to reduce the time that I'm wasting and be more intentional with something else. So I need to be less on my phone, less on my computer scrolling, trying to figure out what is the best for me, and start taking the action so that you start showing up for that purpose and you find that structure that isn't letting you get into this bad system where you keep getting stuck or you keep failing and you keep not knowing where the right time is, because you don't need more time. You need to have the systems, the routines, and the habits to show up with the structure that you are setting. All of that comes with alignment. So to find the alignment, you need to be aligned and not force the burnout. You cannot level up your mind, body, or soul if you are exhausted. You need to romanticize the discipline and the rest. It's really important that you understand that you need to be grounded, you need to find that purpose, and you need to be aligned with who you truly are. That's where the soul comes in. But you can't overwork your mind, you can't overwork your soul, you can't overwork your body, because you will fall apart. You need to protect your energy, your environment, your peace, and you really need to find what your faith is and how you can feel grounded within something bigger than yourself, when you just need to have that mindset shift of, I need to take a rest. I need to understand that I can slow down a little and enjoy the little moments. What I'm doing is movement. It doesn't have to be the gym. It can be walking. It can be stretching. It can be something simple. But I also need to make sure that I'm nourishing my body. Keep it simple, realistic, and make sure that you're prepping for success. Quiet time. For me, this is going to be when I do my reflections, I do my prayer, I take time in my Bible, I journal, do all of these things. But I also, as much as I need the quiet time, I need the reset routines such as weekly cleaning, planning, reset days, finding that balance of what is going to make me feel aligned, where I still have control, and understand that I'm not doing everything because it all needs to get done quicker It's because it actually matters. Everything I'm doing is with a purpose. I am finding what aligns with me, and I'm going to become this person one day at a time. So what is that going to look like? It's becoming her in the everyday life, from your relationships to your overall lifestyle and the confidence that you bring as you bloom. It's important to be intentional, not only in your relationship, but get your spark back within yourself. I've been married for 3 years. We've been together for almost 7 years. It's crazy to think that next month we will be together for 7 years, and I have become her through every season of life, since dating to being engaged to being married, and all of that has been sparking my own joy, not waiting for it. I'm finding out who I am and showing up as my best self daily, not occasionally. My husband pushes me a lot and he is my biggest supporter, but at the same time, I need to do it for myself. You need to create a life that you actually enjoy living, and then bring your favorite people, such as your family, your friends, and your loved ones near you. I have a stepson, I have a husband, but that doesn't mean that I get to live their dreams. We are living our life and we are creating our life together. So with that being said, we have weekly check-ins with each other. I do things that are with joy. I schedule in not just for productivity, but also for joy, for my happiness, for that fulfillment. And I get ready for myself. I make sure that every day I am showing up. I may not do my hair every day. I may not do my makeup every day, but I make sure that I feel confident within myself as I get ready to be my best self. I also have those social boundaries where I know who I'm allowing in, who I'm giving my energy to, who I'm giving my time to, and where I feel good and where my life feels fulfilled is when I give the time. This is also when you have to set those boundaries, know your priorities, and your life should feel as good as it looks on the outside. You shouldn't be filling in this mumbo jumbo of things that you just feel like others may want to see out of your life. It's time for you to do it for you and trust the process. This is all about a long-term game. You won't see results overnight, but you will feel different very quickly. So if you start today, you will feel the results by summer. If you start this week, you will find out in a few months. If you show up consistently and take the messy action, you don't need to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out, but you consistently show up for yourself. Falling off doesn't mean failure. It means you get to reset, realign, and readjust for where you want to go. This is your transformational season. This is where I'm thriving to 30 in 1,000 days. I'm still in that first batch of really believing in myself, finding that foundation. What is that first 250 days going to look like? We're going to talk about that soon because we just hit day like 100, but I want to talk about it as we get closer to that 250 day of what this foundation has looked like. Have I stayed focused? Have I stayed disciplined? Is your life changing? Even if you don't see it yet, where was I when I started that journey and where are you today? I want you to remember this is for the lock-in season. It's not for a day, it's not for a week, it's not even for a month, it's for this chapter of life. This should be a couple months or at least a quarter because this is your season. So I want you to pick 3 to 5 habits, either from this video, things that you've created yourself, and commit to it. I want you to know that we are not dabbling this time. We are truly becoming her. If you really find that mindset and that identity shift, you will believe in yourself because you'll find that confidence. You will find that balance in your mind, body, and soul. But if you don't build around your career, find your purpose, and get that structure, how will you ever bloom? It's really important that you understand that your relationships matter, your lifestyle is there, and the confidence within yourself takes time. And if you don't, how are you ever going to trust the process if you keep quitting on yourself? So no more quitting, no more giving up. Let me know what you have going on. And don't worry, our Believe to Become system is just starting. I cannot believe that 3 years in, I am finally sharing what has helped me. Subscribe as we keep going through this transformation. Join this community and be part of the Believe to Become system, because I want you to know that this can work for you as much as this worked for me, and that we can go on this journey together. I am starting the Thrive to 30 series really quickly. in May. And I want you to know that your lock-in season is going to align with this. No matter where you're at, if you're starting again, this is for you. So please understand that every video that I share is not just for me sharing my story, it's for you as well. And that's why I want to inspire you, hold you accountable, and support you as you believe in yourself, build the life of your dreams, balance your day-to-day life, and bloom consistently as you become your best self. We're all on our own journey, on our own path, and I cannot wait to see what habits you choose, how you start transforming, and what we're gonna look like at the end of this lock-in season. But until then, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.